Do not look at PulseChain right now. Look at Bitcoin, because the next big move is not going to be PulseChain. It will start with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is going to be the next big move, and then PulseChain is going to move faster before anybody will even notice. Like this video, subscribe immediately, and comment location. Let me know if you are going to understand what I mean today. Today I'm going to teach you how the cycle work. Guiding you at the time of bear market, when people are being emotional, when emotional is high, and when people are panicking, is more important than hyping a project in bull market, because this is where you make all the kind of money that you want to make. If you want to be a millionaire, if you want to retire, this opportunity have already landed. The opportunity is once in every 4 years, and now we see the opportunity again. And the saddest truth is, when opportunity lies like that, like this now, like the opportunity that we are seeing now, people often get so scared to invest. They calculated, oh, I have invested more than a month. I have invested too much. Had it been I sold my token at this level, now I will buy back. I'm not putting anything. I will wait for it to come back. This is the mistake that all of us do whenever we see opportunity. We don't have the courage. We don't have the courage to buy the coin that we like. We often get discouraged. We look at the chart now. If you come to PulseChain, you're looking at the chart, it feels like everything is dead. There's no reason for you to buy this coin, right? Because everything is crushed. If you think about, you paid $100,000 to get 1 billion PulseChain, and today 1 billion PulseChain is $9,000. I mean, that is insane. There's no way you can comprehend that, So this is what crushed our energy, and we often overlook opportunity that is beside us. We can't even see it. But if you have somebody like me who is guiding you, telling you that this phase is just temporarily, it's not going to last for a long time, you are going to win in the end. All right. So right now, altcoin feel like it's altcoin. If you look at altcoin, they feel like they are dead. If you come here, you look at altcoin feel like they are crushed. They are getting crushed. You look at Chainlink, everything is down. All right. Only few altcoin is still holding their. You look at ADA is getting crushed. Everything, even Bitcoin is getting crushed. Ethereum is getting crushed. But one thing you need to understand, that the next thing that we are going to be looking at the market is Bitcoin expansion. If Bitcoin starts gaining momentum again, and Bitcoin stability. If Bitcoin was able to hold one place, you can see we have been trading sideways. We are not holding one side. All right. And then what you are going to see is capital rotation. The money, if Bitcoin was able to hold, the next thing you are going to see is money from Bitcoin will move to Ethereum, from Ethereum to altcoin. That is how the cycle works. That is why I'm saying that you should look at Bitcoin instead of looking at PulseChain. So before you judge PulseChain, look at other coins. I see a lot of people are frustrated. Likewise, me and you, everybody is frustrated. If you look at other coin, look at OP. All right, look at OP. Look at APT Optos. Look at Optos. Everything is getting crushed. Everything in the market is getting crushed. Why? We are in bear market, and this is where opportunity come. Imagine Optos is sitting at 85. This is Optos that I paid $5,000 to get 1,000 Optos. Now I'm paying $850 to get one Optos. This is insane, guys. So you don't know the amount of opportunity that we have here. We have like the opportunity we have here is insane. So I mean, don't let this opportunity pass you by. I know, like I told you, if you want to position your portfolio, 20% in 20% in Bitcoin, 30% in Ethereum, and you split the less of 50% in PulseChain ecosystem. All right, I have already guided you how you can buy, but I'm telling you the opportunity that you are seeing here is not going to be long, So we are entering stage 2. What happened in stage 2 now is Bitcoin gets compressing and under pressure, and the resistance, if we break the resistance, that is it. So we are now in the stage 2, whereby the liquidity will come, liquidity expanding and all of that. So we have been trading sideways for the past 4 or 5 months now. All right. So like now in crypto, nobody tell you this is the bottom. Nobody tell you this is the top. That is why you should always be vigilant. You should always be ready for the next move. That's why I'm saying 90% of people are going to miss out on this. So right now people feel like, oh, we are done. But if you know what you know, if you know what is good for you, you pick the good project. You pick the good projects that are here for long run. Because when liquidity come back and when Bitcoin see liquidity expansion, smaller ecosystem, we feel we feel it the hardest. They're going to be the most that will pump the modest, like the hardest. Like ecosystem like PulseChain that they have a tiny liquidity and tiny market cap, they're going to explode. There's going to be like boom. They're going to be explosion on PulseChain ecosystem. But if you look at what is going on around our micro environment, you see that the liquidity condition, they are being stabilized. You look at Naira is getting close by dollar. Inflation inflation fear is cooling down. Nobody is talking about inflation again. All right, institutional ETF flow remains steady, which means that retailers, institutional investors, they are still around. They haven't even left. All right. So risky appetite is just cooling down. It's slowly rebuilding. All right. So our most panic thing that is causing all this uncertainty is Iran and the US war, and that war feel like is imminent. But right now, everybody's tired. To be fair, everybody's tired. People need a break. Since 2019, since COVID-19, after COVID-19, we enter Ukraine and Russia war. From Ukraine and Russia war to 2023, we enter Israel and Gaza. Our world haven't seen a break since 2019. Something break in our world, and people are not paying attention. So now we are talking about Iran and the US war in 2026. This is insane. This is insane. So our global uncertainty have reached the highest peak in a decade. We haven't seen this kind of uncertainty in our world today, whereby nowhere is safe. You see, dollar is crashing, gold is crashing, Bitcoin is everything. Every investor is feeling the heat now. All right. So I think nobody is ready for war now. War is the US and the land war is the last thing that we need now. We need to recover from our COVID-19 dip. We need to recover. Economy have not recovered then. The inflation that created because of COVID-19 have not even recovered. The effect of Ukraine and Russia war is not even, the war is still ongoing. So a lot of things is contributing to this major dump that we are seeing. So people are saying, oh, crypto is dead, So, but you have to think about what is going on around the world. Then you make your own decision based on that. All right. So that is our problem now. Our microenvironment, the global uncertainty is slicing. But remember what they always say. They say you buy when there is blood in the street. You don't buy when everywhere is green candle. You don't buy when everybody is excited. You buy when there is blood in the street. Right now, there is blood in the street. And that is why you should be making your buy. So why PulseChain will react faster than most people expected is because PulseChain have a smaller market cap. it have a concentrated community. The community of PulseChain, I will call it a court. It's not it's not a community, it's a court. If you are here, that is a court, So PulseChain will always bounce back. Forget about the dump. Everything is dumping. This is an opportunity. If you have money, you can dollar cost average, like I said, get exposure on Ethereum, on Bitcoin, and PulseChain ecosystem. You will be fine. I'm telling you, trust me. If you zoom out in the next 2 to 3 years, you are going to be fine. All right. So PulseChain have 10 other books. If you look at the other books of PulseChain, it's very thin to compare to other major competitors like ADA, because PulseChain have how many liquidity? Like Hex have 500,000 liquidity. $1 million buy pleasure on Hex, we send it to even 5x. So you see, you have a very thin order books. So that means when demand increase, even a slighter demand increase on PulseChain ecosystem, price will react aggressively. I have told you that before. So right now you are looking at a low attention phase. It's low attention phase always great explosions phase. Now nobody is paying attention to PulseChain. But if you zoom out in the next 4 or 5 months, you will be wishing, had I know, I will buy at this level. People are going to wish, if I know, I will buy at this level. That's what people will say if you zoom out in the next couple of months. So PulseChain doesn't need $1 billion to pump. It just need attention and rotation. So, and when rotation come, you are going to see what will happen. So Hex is my favorite, because I have a very thin market cap. It can pump the hardest. Hex is going to pump the hardest. I can tell you, Hex can go to 5 cents or 4 cents. I can tell you for free. All right. All Hex need is just attention. You have to understand that people are still making yield on Hex. Long-term conviction have not even stopped. Rather it increased. So when Bitcoin move and stay stabilize, and Hex become interesting again, you are going to see overnight miracle on Hex. It's going to go to even 1,000x. It's going to pump. It's going to break a new all-time high. So if you're holding Hex, you might add more here. It's going to be good if you buy more. So if you look at PulseS infrastructure is leveraging on buy and burn. PulseS, all you need is just more swamp, more volume, more ecosystem engagement, and you will see that the buy and burn will continue to increase, and the demand will always increase, and which will be always affecting the price. PulseS is amusing economics. So you have to pay attention to all of that. Now, ProveX is a new technology which is still on the test net, and you can see that it have not even launched live. All right, but when it goes live, it have a smaller market cap more than all of them, with a better tokenomics more than all of them, and high volatility is expected when it launch. So because it can go up 10x and it can come down at 8%, so high volatility is expected to ProveX. But if the ecosystem sentiment shift positively, and it can move more faster than all of them, so ProveX is very smooth. All right, it's going to surprise so many people. So many people who are doubting the rotation, they are going to be shocked when all this thing will play out. But you have to understand what happened in bear market. In bear market, people always get frustrated. You know why? Because they think about it. Just last couple of months, this guys here, the Hex was about 1 cent, and 1 million Hex was about $10,000. Now 1 million Hex is 1,005. So people are frustrated. So the Hex they bought at $10,000 for 1 million Hex is now 1,005. How do I explain that? So they are being angry, But if you zoom out, Hex will also climb back, So that's what you need to put in place. So the market love under underestimating. When people underestimate markets always react. Right now, PulseChain ecosystem, everything in crypto is underestimated. People are now calling that. You see, Hex is still even dipping. Market is still more dipping. Because people are saying that Elan and and Iran and the US war is imminent, that they are going to get into war. So, but I don't care. What I know is we are going to make it at the end of the day. All right. So if you are still watching and you are thinking of long term, you are not panic selling at this level, you are buying, like and subscribe to my channel. And if you believe that the cycle that we are going to make it, comment you are buying. Let me know how many of you who are buying. All right. And like I always say, if you are waiting for perfect confirmation time, you probably buy after your babas tell you to buy, when it have already pumped. So by then you already know that you are late. So if you are waiting for final confirmation time, when everybody have already buy, then you are going to be late. All right. So buying here you are going to make a good deal. If you buy here, you are going to make a good deal. I'm telling you for the fact, So let me leave you with this. This is not about hype. This is about guiding you, sharing you my experience. I have seen crypto fall down 98%, come back to do a 10x, 20x, 5x. I know when Solana was $8, it come back and it did 10x, even 20x. So I know what is going to happen. Bitcoin will move, stabilize, rotation to altcoin, expansion, and if Bitcoin break uptrend and we continue and we see a strength on Bitcoin, PulseChain ecosystem will react faster. Hex will benefit more because it have a lot of confidence, and PulseS will also benefit, and ProveS is coming. So the future is bright for every of us here. No need for panic. No need to sell your bag here. So if you want a daily strategic breakdown like this, whereby I will be talking about PulseChain, PulseS, telling you about Hex and all of that, please subscribe to my channel right now so that this YouTube will push my video to real PulseChain holders, and I will also have strength to always make this kind of video like this. All right. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.